afternoon, artists. Today we are going to be making a bouquet of flowers in a vase. So you're going to need a piece of colored construction paper for your background. I like to use a lighter color paper because that way my flowers stand out. And then you're going to pick a piece of wallpaper. This is actually wallpaper samples that were donated. And you're going to pick a piece of wallpaper sample for your vase. So I will dismiss you by tables and you will do that first. All right, now that we're ready to go, you're going to need a black crayon from the basket and you'll need a pair of scissors. I am going to give you a clip. So the first step is to take your wallpaper, fold it in half. Fold it in half, not long ways, but this way here, like a book. And when you do that, give it a good crease. So I like to put my paper down on the table, use the palm of my hand, give it a good crease, okay? We want it to stay like that. Now, we're gonna draw half of our vase because we want our vase to be symmetrical. And so it's gonna be the same on both sides. So we can draw vases all different kinds of ways. There are so many different ways to make a vase. A vase could be more round, like this. It could be more square, it could just be a rectangle, right? Or it could be maybe smaller at the top, larger at the bottom. You could do a vase that maybe has a curve, a round bottom, like that. The way you do your vase is up to you. I think maybe I'll do this style vase. But here's what we're gonna do. It's just like when you make a heart and you cut it out of paper and we draw on the folded edge half the heart. That's how we're going to do our vase. Because symmetry means the same on both sides. So if I draw a line straight down my vase here, it should be the same on both sides. That's called symmetrical. I want my vase to be symmetrical. So an easy way to make my vase symmetrical is to fold my paper in half. I want to make sure I draw and cut on the folded edge, because what would happen if I drew my vase over here and cut it out? Yep, I'd have two halves of a vase. I want a whole vase. So that's why I like to have the clip. Put it on the folded edge. Show me you can stuff a taco. Then you know the clip is on the right side, and we're gonna draw from the side the clip is on. So I wanna draw a shape that looks like this. Look, what number does that look like? It sort of looks like the number 3, doesn't it? I know you guys can all make a 3. So I'm gonna do that on my vase. Now, you're just watching, I'm drawing a 3 there. You can make your vase any way you want. You could do your vase just a simple square, maybe with a little bit of an angle. Okay? So your turn. Go ahead and draw your vase. Do not cut, just draw. All right, now that you guys have all drawn your vase and I've okayed it, thumbs up if your vase is big and it's drawn from the folded edge. Good. All right, now we're gonna cut it. So now you can get your scissors and cut along the line that you drew. And then when we open it up, it's going to be like magic. We're gonna have this beautiful vase. Voila, look at that beautiful vase. Okay, now here I might wanna make it flat, so I'm just gonna kind of trim that up and make it nice and flat. There's my vase. So now I'm going to glue my vase, not at the very bottom of my paper, because I want to have a table ledge. It's like my vase is going to be on the table. So I'm going to glue it up a little bit above and not right in the middle. I like to have it closer to one edge, further away from another edge. That just makes it more interesting. Okay, remember to open the glue, and then he's breathing so we know it's clear and ready to go. And we're going to Gently squeeze the glue out right along the edge of the shape. I know you guys know to put the glue on the shape, along the edge, not in the middle, and not on the background paper. All right, flip it over, glue it down. Smush and mush that glue. Remember how we say that? Mush and smush. Get that glue all smushed and mushed under there. Rub your fingers around that shape. It's glued down. I will pass out wet rags for you to dry and clean your fingers. All right. Hopefully those are all glued down. Our next step is to make our flowers. We're going to do printing with these fun flower-like sponges. So you guys have paint at your tables. We're going to take the sponge. We're going to just dip it in the paint and kind of dip it and smush it around. That's not working very well. I think I'll give you guys paintbrushes too. So we're going to have to paint the sponge with the paintbrush. There we go. That works better. So we're going to dip the paintbrush in the paint, paint the sponge, and then print. Wow, love it. Print, print. I think I'll do a few that color. Now I'm going to add a little bit more blue to my sponge and paint that and print. I want a few flowers, not too many. I'm not going to do a whole lot of overlapping, but just enough to kind of fill my paper, and I'm going to add a little bit more dark blue here and maybe put a flower there and there. See, I'm getting too much paint and now it's starting to get blobby. I'm going to do one more up there. All right. And now I have a beautiful vase of flowers. After the paint dries next week, we'll come back in and we'll embellish with some stems and add more color and detail.